Alright, so today we're talking about the 7 things to buy that'll make you money. Now, for number 1 of the 7 things to buy that make you money. The first one is books. Now, this one may seem like a no-brainer, but this one is often overlooked. People don't realize it, but just by reading a book and investing in themselves, they can actually level up their life. But you can't just read the book. You have to take action on everything that you learn in the book. You see, so many of us aren't raised with the right beliefs or mindset. Books can be one of the cheapest ways that give us the highest return on our investment. You see, the problem is that people think just because it's a $20 book, that it doesn't hold any real value. The $20 investment just isn't enough for them to take action on. And they don't believe that they're not going to get any benefit from it because they only invested $20. So the reality is that we pay more for the same information in just a different format. You see, you could get all the knowledge from that book and take action on it, but yet so many of us do. We actually prefer to actually invest in an event or workshop or some course or something like that that has the same information compiled in that book, but just in a different format, and we pay more for that same amount of information. We could have just taken action on the $20, but because we believe the $20 investment isn't actually enough and we don't value it enough, we don't take action and get results. So I'm going to recommend 5 books that have changed my life and can change yours as well. Number 1, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, an absolute game changer in developing the right mindset for success. Number 2, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is one of the best books that I've ever read by Robert Kiyosaki. It tells you all about how you should be investing in assets that pay for the bad debt. See, we're a society of immediate gratification, and if we were just willing to wait just a little bit longer and we bought an asset that paid for that debt, that car payment that we want, that car that we want, you could easily not have any bill or car payment. But yet, the instant gratification is something that we just can't get past. And this teaches you exactly how to do just that in this book. Number 3, Straight Line Leadership. This book teaches you how to keep your foot on the gas and how to achieve success faster than you ever have before. If you've been living in this vicious circle, wondering why you're at the same spot that you were at year after year, this book will change your life. I read it every day for 20 minutes to make sure that I'm on the straight line and focused on to achieving the results that I want for my life. Number 4, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***. This book is the key to unlocking your true potential and creating your own reality. And last but not least, number 5, The Miracle Equation by Hal Elrod. How to create unwavering faith and take massive action towards your goals. So that was number 1 of the 7 things to buy that make you money. Now for number 2, digital real estate. Times have changed, my friend, and while traditional real estate is good, you can make much higher return on digital real estate. Now, there are really 3 ways to invest in digital real estate. The first one being investing your money by purchasing digital real estate that's already income producing. This can be done by just buying a website that's already producing income for itself, and you just cash in on the passive income. Now, you will likely have to reinvest some of that money that you're making from that site into a VA, someone who can continue to write articles for you, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you can just have a really well SEO optimized site that is just generating money for years. Now, you could just continue to reap the benefits and the passive income from that website by just doing nothing, especially if it's SEO optimized. But if you want to grow the passive income for that site, then you're going to want to invest in a VA or a content writer who is going to continue to write articles for you, on a daily basis, so you can increase the revenue for that digital real estate. Sometimes you can even pick up some fixer-uppers. Yes, digital real estate has fixer-uppers. See, some people don't know exactly what they're doing when they're SEO optimizing a blog, and you can go in there, swoop in, pick up that piece of digital real estate, and then fix it up, have someone SEO optimize it better, and make even more money with it. Now, the second way to invest in digital real estate is by investing your own time in fixing up the site and creating an income-producing website for yourself. In this option, you're trading your time for money. Now, the third one is time and money. You're investing your time in some areas of the business that you want to invest time in, the parts of the business that you like to invest in. The other parts of the business, you're outsourcing, you're subcontracting it, you're giving those parts of the business to someone else who can do those pieces that you don't want to actually focus on. And this is one of the best ways to overcome burnout, because you're just doing the parts that you like to do, and then you're taking the money that you're already making from the site, and then you're reinvesting that into someone else who wants to do those things, who loves to do those things. Maybe you don't like writing, maybe you like putting YouTube videos out, and so you create the YouTube videos, and then someone else writes the articles based on the YouTube video that you made. Now, you can find digital real estate on flippa.com, where you can go over there and purchase this digital real estate that is already up and running, and you can just invest in digital real estate that way. Let me show you that real quick. Okay, so now we're over here on flippa.com, and as you can see, you can in the drop down menu over here, there's websites that you can buy. You can sell your website on Flippa, but you can also purchase websites. And there's some in here that are $1,000 to $20,000 to $100,000 to $20. It just this one's showing the potential of what you can make per order based on the website that they're selling, flightocean.com. This is a travel website. You'd have to just go in here and check things out. I've seen some people that have bought several websites and turned them for a profit just by increasing the SEO optimization, and you can do the same thing. So that's something to check out, flippa.com, and you can come over here and just go through it and check it out. Now on to number 3 of the 7 things to buy to make you money. This is one of the wisest investments that you can make. While college might be great for some people who want to learn how to become a doctor, an engineer, an architect, or something like that, for entrepreneurs like us, that's the archaic method. Why would you want to spend the next 4 or 5 years of your life going into well over $50,000 in debt when you can just start making money right now and shortcut your success? Number 3, course, coaching, and mentors. This is one of the wisest investments you can make. While college may be great for some people who want to learn how to become a doctor or an engineer or architect or something like that, for entrepreneurs like us, that's the archaic method. Why would you want to spend the next 4 or 5 years of your life going into $50,000 plus in debt when you can shortcut your success and typically make more in the first year than a college graduate? And you can do all of this for less than one cost of a college semester. This is for people who are also looking to free themselves from the 9-to-5 rat race. Purchasing a course is one of the fastest ways to shortcut your success. And like I said, you can be generating twice the income of the average college graduate in your first year, while skipping all that debt. Besides that, who the hell wants to ask for time off when they want to go on vacation, spend time with their family? You can create your own schedule and make a far greater income than you ever could with a job. Now for number 4 of things to buy that make money. Real estate. Not the traditional real estate investment path though. I've owned quite a few rental properties in my day, and the tenants just don't shit about your property. They don't share the same concern that you do. If I was you, I would focus on Airbnb Rentals. This is more of a hospitality real estate service business, but there are definitely ways that you can automate it to where it's hands off. For instance, you can have a Bluetooth doorknob for easy check-in. It's automated. You can also automate the process of having someone come in and clean it after it's vacant, and then get everything ready for the next guest. Now there are really 2 ways to approach this. You could either do the traditional route, where you put 20% down on the property, and let's say the property was $150,000. That's going to be a $30,000 down payment. Plus on top of that, you're going to have to furnish the place. So you're probably going to have like over $37,000 in the property before you even get up and running. Or you could do the second route. This is called rental arbitrage. This is where you focus on finding a property that's already furnished, someplace that you can just rent, and then you're going to rent it out Airbnb. Now I want to be completely clear with you on this. You want to be straight up with the homeowner. You want to let them know that this is your intention. You're going to be renting out the property, and they shouldn't have any problem with it after I go over the following steps. They might be a little bit hesitant, but once you explain that you're the one that's going to be personally liable for the property, you're not going to be subleasing it, and you're the one that's going to be making the payments to them. You're also going to be installing a Bluetooth doorknob. You're going to be increasing the value of their property. You're also going to be installing a Wi-Fi thermostat. And you're also going to be adding additional insurance coverage to the property that they wouldn't typically normally have. And it's also likely that you're going to be cleaning the property at least 52 times of the year, because you're going to be cleaning the property every time that a guest checks out. You're not the one that's going to be paying for it. The person that's checking out of the property is going to be the one paying for it every time it gets cleaned. So it's nothing for you to worry about, especially if you set it up right. So it's going to be a win-win for both of you. In just 1 month for my 1,200 square foot condo in Akron, Ohio, I was able to generate $3,300 in just that 1 month. Now the typical going rate in my area would probably be around $1,100 or $1,200 a month for rental income. And my monthly expenses between my mortgage insurance was probably close to that. So I would have been at maybe at most $100 profit, but more than likely a break even. While this may be great that someone else is paying off my place, I easily generate $1,100 more, and that's not typical for a traditional rental property. This is why I suggest Airbnb rental property, investing in Airbnb real estate. It's an enormous opportunity in my opinion. Then you take that money and you reinvest it into other properties, or you reinvest it into number 5, which is coming up next of the 7 things to buy that make money. Number 5 is other businesses. The rich get richer by investing in other businesses and assets that create multiple streams of income for themselves. That's why you should always invest in an asset before buying bad debt. That's how the rich get richer. So that car that you want to buy, you should hold off until you invest in an asset that pays for that car. A car payment is the #1 killer of building wealth. You see that money that you're paying every month for that car payment? You could have easily invested it in some asset that would be making that car payment for you. So stop chasing the immediate gratification and buy the asset first. I'm begging you. Okay, so now on to number 6 of the 7 things to buy that make money. Number 6 is stocks. I know you've heard it before, but seldom do we pay ourselves first. So invest in yourself first by putting your money into a stock, somewhere that you can't take it out of. Pay yourself first. This will give you the biggest return over time. How many times have you ever said to yourself, if only I would have invested in that company? Do your research. Make it happen. Now for number 7 of the 7 things to buy that make you money. This is absolutely one of my personal favorites, and you're going to think that I'm crazy for it, but maybe not after I tell you all about it. Number 7 is a wall calendar. Yes, I said it, a wall calendar. This is probably one of the best investments I've ever made in myself, using the Jerry Seinfeld calendar method. So if you have certain income goals for yourself that you want to achieve, or anything other goal in your life that you want to achieve, the Seinfeld calendar is the way to go. Now I've changed it up a little bit, but let me get into that. It's a constant reminder that you need to tackle your daily tasks to achieve your goals. You see, you're not supposed to break the chain. It's the consistent habits that you do daily that achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. Many of us set goals at the beginning of the year, but then we forget about the goals that we've set. And we don't set the metrics in order to achieve those goals. And our consistent daily habits work both ways. If you eat crap food, you're going to be overweight. If you meditate every day, you're going to be focused. So the Jerry Seinfeld X Factor is the way to achieving the goals that you've set for yourself at the beginning of the year. And I want to make sure that you hit your goals. Like I said, I've changed it, and I'm going to show you just how in a minute. The more consistent you are with the daily habits that you have in your life, the faster your life will change. So break down your yearly goals into months, weeks, and then days, and then focus on winning the day. So let me show you real quick what I'm talking about. All right, so here we are at my wall calendar. Now, this wall calendar is not really set up for my typical way that I set up my whole month, but this is how you would want to set it up if you were looking to achieve results for yourself and the goals that you've set for yourself in 2020. I've kind of just erased the whole thing so I can show you a sample of what it would look like if you were to focus on winning the day. And so here's the calendar. You know, it's January, set up for January 2020, and typically the calendar goes in X's. You were supposed to X out the day, but I don't like Xing out the day. It just gives like this negative, gives this negative feeling. And so I prefer to focus on winning the day. And like you said, like you see up here, focus on winning the day. So I set my high tasks, what I'm supposed to achieve for the day. You know, number 1, I want to do a YouTube video. Number 2, or number 1 is actually go to the gym in the morning, work out, do my exercise, read, meditate, and do my morning rituals. And then number 2 is to follow up that with getting a YouTube video done. And then number 3 might be, writing a blog article or turning that YouTube video into a blog article. I don't know what it is for you. We have to decide on the 5 things that you want to do, that you're going to consistently do and win the day. And maybe you just start off with 1 first. What are you going to do consistently? Maybe you're trying to lose 20 pounds in 12 weeks or whatever, and you're going to, focus on losing a pound a week. And so what are the things that you need to do that day? Do you need to drink water? You need to exercise, you need to eat right. And so, I don't know, maybe those 3 things together are that 1 win for the day. And so then you write a W on that day. You put a W where you win the day, and you try not to break the chain. You don't want any red X's. So if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash that like button because it helps more people see it. And if you got value from this, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know which one of these was your favorite. I read every comment and respond. And until next time, my name is Darrell Stout,